Hello, Soulephant here, and yeah, I'm here with a public video on this channel. That is apparently possible. So, I'm here to explain what kept me so long, where my streams went, which I did on Tumblr, and I informed Discord and such, but no, never a video on the channel that probably deserves an explanation. So, let's get to it. The gist of it is I was first kept from this by maximum free, kept from streaming by maximum free, and subsequently drained by everything else going on. Starting with maximum free, for those who don't know, that's the Make a Good Megaman level contest, the third one, which I was entering, prepared for well in advance, and I did finish the entry in time, in November, which was the deadline. And I'm still working on a few things besides. Can't say much else because, well, judging is still going on. It has been since November. So, that's one thing. I did maximum free on the side. Because I was also doing my graduation assignment. My second attempt at graduating. My first attempt, well, I told a story during one of my super amazing wagon adventure streams. So, go watch those and maybe you'll find it. I put in the hours and the effort for that because I really wanted to graduate this time. Of course, times got even more fun in December. Spoiler alert, the times really weren't fun at all. My grandpa went to the hospital for several things, and that started to affect my mother real badly. For one, he was my grandfather from my mother's side, and my mother is more or less the brains, or well, the organizational person in the house. So that was chaotic, very chaotic. I would suddenly come home to find out that I would have to prepare for dinner. Well, I didn't account for it and such. It was chaos. But anyway, my grandfather went to the hospital. The stuff going on was something in the knee, liquid in the lungs. They were a bit moist, I guess. I don't know how to exactly say that in English. And he was kind of recovering, but at the same time, his treatment was a joint effort pretty much between departments and expertises, simply because he had so much shit going on in his body. So I can kind of understand why he's eventually said to stop the treatment because his time was pretty much over. And eventually he underwent euthanasia and he passed away just before this holiday. We eventually went on that holiday after the funeral, and I still had to work on my graduation assignment during said holiday because I was cutting it real close. Same with January. I had to continue working during January, put in the hours. Once again, worked through the night. The last night during which I had to, the last night I had to work on my documentation, and I did finish in time. That's good news. Let me finish the bad news though, because there is something more recent. The same basically happened to my grandaunt. She broke a hip. She was rehabilitating, or well, recovering from that. And our visit, when we visited a few weeks ago, she was fine. When I visited her this Sunday, she was fine. A few hours after I got home that Sunday, she wasn't fine. I was called that she was transferred to the hospital because she was unable to be, because people couldn't wake her up, and then she just died shortly after. She went from fine to passed away within the span of 2 months. Two family members dead. That's quite a shock. So yeah, the funeral for that is soon. But now on to the good news. The good news. I already told the bad news why I had to keep postponing my stream. In February I defended my work that I did during the graduation assignment, and I actually ended up graduating this time. So happy to do that, because now I can finally put that 8-year-long chapter of my life behind me and focus on moving out of house. I postponed that because moving out of house and because living on my own and college, that does not mix. College is chaotic enough as is. So that's why it will be a while before I stream in the future. In March I will continue preparations. Later in March I will move and get used to the idea, and then I might be able to stream. I won't be able to stream this February either, by the way, because then I will be on vacation in Switzerland, I guess to make up for lost time in December. And, well, I said this several times, but Switzerland doesn't exactly have streaming Wi-Fi, nor would my family appreciate me streaming instead of spending family time, which I can understand, by the way, so that's fine. But yeah, with all that said, this is why you can expect my next project later in March, and the project will be Hard at 3. I actually found it on my old laptop, so that's good. I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet, but I found it on my laptop, on my old laptop. I was worried I wouldn't be able to continue my journey through the games that basically got me into Mega Man. So with that said, I hope you've been properly informed, and I will see you next time, whenever that will be. Stay tuned, and goodbye.